Hey there. Today we're going to take a look at a little technique that you can use to develop your characters better. This technique comes from Hollywood acting coach Warner Loughlin, and so stick around and I will tell you more about this fun technique after the bump. Hey there everybody, I am Doug Fahl and I am an actor, and you are watching Augmented Actor, where we help you augment your acting career with tips, tactics, and tech. If you're new here, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. We do all kinds of acting related videos on this channel. Today we're taking a look at a little trick that I learned about in the book, The Warner Loughlin Technique by Hollywood acting coach Warner Loughlin. Warner Loughlin has coached many famous Hollywood actors on how to develop convincing characters for film. She's worked with people like Amy Adams and Ryan Reynolds to develop characters. The Warner Loughlin technique is a modern approach to acting that's geared for film actors, but it also works for stage actors. The first step is to look at the script and just note all the behaviors of the character, what they say, what they do. The second step is to create a knowledge base of the character, things that other people say about the character and their overall story arc. Loughlin takes you through a series of visualizations of events in the character's life and fleshing them out based on emotions. But along the way, Loughlin talks about a base human emotion and trying to assign a base human emotion for your character. What is a base human emotion? Loughlin describes a base human emotion as an overwhelming and overriding emotion caused by an event in the character's early life that causes them to interpret and perceive the world in a specific and unique way. Let's break that down a little bit. So you want to look at the behavior of your character and the knowledge base that you create, and you want to discover what you think in your gut is the overriding base human emotion that that character might have. Now, base human emotions are always based on needs or fears. So for instance, a character might have a need for approval or a need to succeed. And a character might also have a fear of abandonment, a fear of success. And sometimes the needs and fears can overlap or complement each other. For instance, a fear of abandonment might be the same thing as a need for companionship. Now, an actor might play those two things slightly differently. A need for companionship could result in the character being a sex addict or needing to be the center of attention, whereas the fear of abandonment might result in the character being clingy in their relationships or possessive. A base human emotion is something that the character learns early in their life, somewhere between the ages of maybe 3 and 7, when they're still in development, when they're still a child. And the base human emotion is caused by an event where the character had something emotional happen to them that stuck with them. Usually it involves losing something that they once had. For instance, a character might have a loving family life, and then suddenly the father leaves the house, and the character develops a fear of abandonment from that event. Conversely, the character might need to take care of their mother, and so they develop a need to nurture or a need to provide for. In the book, Loughlin provides a list of needs and fears that you can use, or you can discover your own as well. Here's some needs that Loughlin suggests. Conversely, here are some fears that Loughlin suggests. Oh wow, I never thought of that one. Now, the base human emotion does not have to be a really traumatic event from the childhood, just a memorable one with an emotion tied to it. When you're trying to decide what base human emotion to assign to your character, you want to look at the script and just sort of use your gut. Loughlin suggests that you don't put too much effort and time into deciding which one. Just go with what feels right, even if it's something you've repeated for another character. By choosing a base human emotion for your character, it gives you something to play as an actor. It gives you something to interpret the lines and how your character will respond to the stimuli that is presented to them. It also gives your character something that they can overcome in the script. Loughlin also points out that the character doesn't always have to display this base human emotion. Oftentimes a character will have learned how to overcome it, how to hide it, how to change their basic need or fear. One little caveat to the base human emotion that Loughlin adds is you never want to have a base human emotion that is the need for love or the need for control or power, because those she considers too broad, and usually a character will have a more specific need or fear that they can play. Now, if I were a character in a movie, I would say that my basic human emotion would be a fear of conflict. What do you think your base human emotion is? Please leave a comment down in the comments below and let me know. So that's basically it. I recommend reading this book so that you can get a more in-depth analysis of what we're talking about here. But if you have a quick audition or a scene and you need to get something to play, something to act for your character, then assigning a base human emotion is a great first step. Hopefully you'll be able to use this technique in your own acting, and hopefully it will help you develop a more fully realized character. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button as well. And I have some other videos over here that are on a related subject, so please check those out. And I hope to see you here again next time.